guys, welcome to Straz Gaming. I'm Luke. This is Season 3, Episode 4 of my York City Road to Glory save. And as you can see on the screen, we are struggling massively in League 2. We managed to just get a win in our last game. 1-0 against Shrewsbury, and it was a big win. It was an away win. It was a win that we needed because we went 6 games without a win. Last time out, obviously, you saw us play, was it the Eastleigh game? And then the Morecambe game, and we just got battered both games. We got a decent draw against Bristol Rovers, who are quite high up in the league, I believe. Well, they're in the playoff spots anyway, so that was a good draw. Then we played the Leicester under-23s in the Stupid Cup, and we lost 2-1. I'm not that fussed about that. Morgan Smith getting on the score sheet again. I tell you what, he's doing it again this season, that lad. And then, obviously, we just played Shrewsbury, and I tell you what a goal. Can we look at the goal? I don't matter. It was a good goal, and it was probably going to get goal of the month. So other than that, so today's episode, we're just going to play the Peterborough game. Nice and short. Just play another game, then I can get things on the move again with the recording and get this season done just as quick as I can. And again, get stuff recorded in bulk, because as soon as I move, I'm going to have 3 weeks without no internet, and that's just going to be horrible. So we're just going to get into this game. This is how things are going to line up. I'm going to start Josh Law because he wants to play, and I promised him he's going to play. So Josh Law, Wilkinson, Taff, and Ferguson as my back four with Simpson in goal. Cole, Wharton, Devanport, Furlong as the midfield, and Canderley and Morgan Smith. If you've seen, I've just gone back to basics, 4-4-2, standard, no instructions, and I'm just kind of working the team out and figuring what we're going to do, because I think I was trying to get a bit too complicated and trying to get them to play too much football, if that's such a thing. So yeah, so that's what we've done. We've got a couple of injuries. Shock. Connolly picked up an injury. Only 2 weeks he's out for, which is just a bit unlucky, but it's his first injury of the season so far, so he's doing well to get this far in and not be injured. And obviously we're still waiting for John Lewis to come back, and he's 2 to 4 months. He's just pretty much dead at the minute. Connor Thompson, who played for us last season, I've not played him at all yet, which I feel a bit bad on him. Also, Aaron Cole's dropped the reserve. So I've got some good players here. Leighton Narudu, I kind of want to play him a lot more, but again, at the minute, I don't know what the best squad is. I've got a big squad, but I don't know what my best squad is. So we'll soon find out. Anichi wants to be played more. Well, he hasn't asked. Wenger's asked me to play more because apparently the loan isn't good enough, and I'll probably get one for Colin as well that's down here and not playing. But we'll sort that out as the season goes on. But we are starting with Cole on the left because he's just done all right. So let's get into this game and see what happens. I don't know where Peterborough was in the league, actually. We'll have a look in a second. But another win or another point would be big, especially to get back-to-back kind of decent results. Is definitely going to be a good morale boost. We just need it massively. I mean, we have just been struggling with the step up. Money-wise is a bit crap. Peterborough in 6 as well, actually. So it's going to be a tough game. I'm just going to see how we're doing. But 13 points, we need to clear the bottom 2. I don't know how many teams actually do get relegated. Is it 2? I mean, yeah, it is 2, isn't it? Because only 2 get promoted. So I think relegation-wise, we should be fine. We're not going to get absolutely in a relegation scrap. If we do, then I feel like the season's going to be a bit of a letdown. They want me to finish mid-table, so I'm going to try and finish mid-table. At the minute, 13 points for 13 games. If it ends on a draw like this, that's a point a game so far. Ideally, that's pretty decent. So Peterborough, with a poor goal kick, and we can hopefully capitalise on this. Cole is going to whip it in, and there's no one there. Canderley couldn't run onto that, and he's back from injury, actually, Canderley, but since he's come back, he's not really been performing that well. Edmondson, again, when I played him, hasn't been performing that well, the youngster. Morgan Smith, surprisingly enough, he's been kind of my best striker, which is a bit odd. Woods is back as well from his injury, so I'm sure he'll come on at some point. hopefully score a couple of worldly goals, what he was doing before he was injured. If we have a look though, stats-wise, we've not had a shot on target, and Peterborough are all over us. So whether we drop down to counter or attacking, I don't know. I'm just going to see how it goes. Half time, then I'll decide what I want to do. They've just scored. It's not ideal. But Peterborough again, a decent side. It's just gonna be a long season this season, I think, and I'm gonna have to try and, when it comes to January, when it comes to the end of the season, I'm gonna have to let a lot of these players go and then try and get some better players in. And again, they're all gonna have to be on free, so I'm gonna try and raid the Premier League again with the youngsters that get released, and hopefully we get lucky with some of them. I need to get my wage budget down as well. I'm definitely overspending on some of these wages. But Morgan Smith's in it, and Morgan Smith's gets us a goal back. It is 1-1. Again, this guy has been, what was it, 40 goals he scored for us last season? Or was that John Lewis that got 40 goals? Anyway, he's been there for us throughout every single kind of league so far. He's scored, and he's showing that he's made the step up to the I was going to say Championship now. He made the step up to League Two, and well, he's doing well with it. He's getting goals. He's putting in performances. The old guy, so good on him. Done well. Also playing Taff at the back as well. He was showing interest from like bigger clubs. Just conceded a goal. Taff, I think he went on a trial somewhere, and bigger clubs were looking into him. So I'm playing him because he must be pretty decent, and Rowe's just not been up to scratch at the minute. I think we do have better centre-backs, but I'm giving Taff a go, see how he goes. We've just conceded again though, which is not ideal. We've got that Seaborn, who I haven't put on the bench. I don't think I've got Rose on the bench. So again, performance-wise, Law's not having a good game, and it's disappointing because I'm playing him because he wants to play. But if he's not performing, why should I be playing him? I'll probably look to get rid of him because I've got plenty of cover for him. And that was a very, very good tackle from Ferguson, and then he heads it across goal for them to grab the third goal. Not good. So Ferguson made an awesome tackle here. Then if you have a look back, they cross it in, and then he just decides to, I don't know what he decides to do. Instead, he heads it across goal instead of back out this way. He never had anything across goal. Keeper was nowhere near, and he's just had an assist for them, which is not ideal. So I'm going to probably drop it down to counter. I don't want to have humiliation on my hand here and get absolutely battered 4-5, 5-1, if you know what I mean. So stop them from scoring a bit more, help the goal difference, and maybe we can grab a couple of goals on the counter. They're on the attack again though, and the ball goes out wide. That will do. So half time, 3-1. Not ideal, but again, Peterborough, you expect them to be. I'll show me something else second half. Peterborough, you expect them to kind of be up there and thereabouts in this league. Again, look, the fourth. So if we can give them a good game, if we can score another goal, it'd be nice. Thinking I may change formation a little bit. Candler's not having the best game. I may think about this, Luke. I'll give it a go. I did it against the Leicester game, in the Leicester game, and tried the 4-3-3 again. But obviously, there's no tactics on it. So Davenport's going to drop down here and be a ball in the midfield on support. I know he's on a yellow card, but hopefully he won't get himself sent off. Woods is coming back from injury. I'm gonna risk it and play him. Again, we don't need two ball-winning midfielders. So, deep mind playmaker. Let's get him on the pitch as that. Defend. Yeah, go on. Defensive one. Wharton's not having the best of games, but I think should have got on the bench that can play in that position. Rowe form maybe, but I may change it for that. Rowe can play in midfield. What positions can he do here? Ball in midfield, central midfielder. So we have a laugh. Let's just see how he does. Let's put Rowe as a central midfielder and see if that makes any difference for him instead of playing in defence. He can play there. Apparently, he's one of the better players to play in midfield. Well, if you go by star rating, we'll see. Furlong and Coles. Well, Furlong's struggling out on the left, but again, he's new to the club. He's not really settled properly yet, so he's got time to grow. A lot of them have got time to grow. We've played a bit better this second half. We haven't conceded 3 goals anyway, which is pretty decent. And I may go on a bit more attacking. I may try and go grab a goal back. Sub-wise though, what do I want to do? I'll leave Morgan Smith on. I don't like that yellow card, so I'm going to drop Rowe as a defender, ball in midfielder. Bring on Ben Rothorn. And just kind of leave him as that role. See how he gets on. I think that's the sub I'm going to make. And then I'm going to go attacking. Let's go at him. Let's see if we can get a goal back. It's getting late on. So if we concede another goal, we concede another goal. But we might as well give them a go and see what we can do. I don't know if I've done right this season with the way I've gone about it. I've gone a lot more defensive. I think I've come up the league and got a little bit scared and was like, screw it, we'll go counter, we'll go this, instead of just staying as the 4-4-2 attacking that I've been doing for the past 2 seasons and just start scoring goals and see what we can do. Obviously, it has been a massive step up and full time, 3-1. Just we weren't there in the first half. Second half, we were a lot better. I'd say unlucky because Peterborough are higher up in the league, but it is what it is. We're going to get games like that. So, yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get a couple more wins in under a belt. We can get further on up the table, finish mid-table. Again, we're nowhere near down Forest Green. We've got a big game coming up against them, I think. Schedule-wise, we've got Forest Green coming up, who are in 23rd. We've got Crewe in 13th. So them are the sort of games I want to be kind of winning. Carlisle's obviously in 5th. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. So I'm probably going to come back, depending on who we get in the FA Cup first round. I may play that game. I may do the Carlisle. I don't know. Well, I'll have a look, depending on what I get to do recording-wise. So, guys, if you've watched this, please leave a like. Let us know what you think, and I'll catch you in the next episode. See you later, guys.